I'm Colin Davis. I was the machine learning model developer.
I'm Lily Bronco. I worked on the front end and the user interface.
I'm Nolan Nackler, and I worked on the back end.
I'm Thomas Hinkley, and I was the database and back end developer.
I'm Tessa Norton, and I'm the project designer and manager. So what is our app? Our app is a web-based fitness app that schedules personalized workouts, and I know what you're thinking, another workout app, but this workout app is designed to acknowledge that working out and scheduling is a lot like pushing a boulder up a mountain for eternity. This app generates workout plans tailored to the fitness profile of each user, including their age, weight, gender, and experience. It also tracks their nutrition by macros, as in their fats, carbs, and proteins. The proposed design was to have a home page where you can get a glance at that day's workout and nutrition, as well as that week's summary. The key element of this app is the workout page. You can view your saved workouts and programs, generate and create custom workouts. And a feature that I really wanted in this app was to be able to like and dislike workouts so that you're not stuck doing the same 50 push-ups every day. Onto the scheduling page, it generates that week's workouts, as well as create workout programs so you can really get a full picture of what you're trying to do. A food tracker page, you can track your daily log of food, recipes, meal plans, and goals, as in your calorie goal. And the teammates thought of a social page where you can share and explore your friends' workouts and recipes. Onto our overall functionality.
Going into the user interface, we really wanted something that was customizable, had an ease of use factor, but also was appealing to our users. One of the main things that we focused on was Talon CSS. This provided us with an easy implementation of a dark mode and also presets. So a lot of our app involves beginner, intermediate, and advanced settings, which those presets allow us to easily categorize with colors such as red, green, or just yellow. But going into the color palette and the typography, we worked together to come up with the colors. Yes, there are different purples. It may not look like it in the app, but I promise there are. So each of those, and going in between the darker colors such as the blacks, the grays, those are all unique to what we wanted for our version. And then the typography, consistent with the Greek idea as well as kind of a robotic theme, we went with this lovely Google font that provided us with that overall feel. Going into the ease of use as well, we implemented things that provided quick actions for our users. So we had a fog button, we had navigation menus across the top bar so that users could get from any page or any feature from wherever they are. We had things like track your workout right now, generate one, or log your food. So this was available to all users and made the implementation of the customizability really easy. And then lastly, really grateful for this, my visual design professor sat down with us and went through our app to make sure that accessibility-wise and make sure that it looked pretty, that we were on the right track. So thank you, Brandon, for doing this with us, but having that visual design aspect instead of just coming from a computer science person really helped us.
Okay, so we originally started the project by using Base 44, which is an AI tool that basically gave us a front end, or concepts of a front end, but it didn't have any functionality. So then Thomas and I worked together to hook it up to Supabase as a SQL database. Then we also used that for the authentication. So we ended up with around, I think, 30 tables, and then we also used a USDA nutrition API for the macro facts.
So I built the whole machine learning model. So we used a random forest classifier that used synthetic data. And as you can see in the top right corner, that's our fitness profile. So based on what you put on there, it's available through the questionnaire and also in your profile. So there's an experience level, your primary goals, how long you want to work out, how many exercises you want, and then what equipment you have access to. So when you fill that out, it will then generate workouts. As you can see in the bottom right corner, when you schedule your workout, you have preset splits, custom splits, but you can also have the ability to choose your own workouts. So after you approve and schedule it, we'll go, the next one is the like and dislike functionality. So when you dislike an exercise, it will prompt you with 3 other exercises that are easier, the same level, and harder than the previous exercise that you disliked. And with that, the model will know that you don't like that exercise and will replace it with another one. And when you like an exercise or like a workout, it will know that you like this format of workouts or you really like this exercise, which will allow the model to be able to generate more personalized workouts for you.
So here's a short demo of our project. This is the main dashboard page. Here you can start your, this is basically an overview of the user's profile. So you can start that day's workout. You can see how many days you've logged your workouts or your food, and then you can see your nutrition goals as of that day. You can also see your history analytics of your lifts. You can see your weight, history, and your nutrition goals. And this is our workout page. Here is just a library of all your workouts, and you can also create new ones and add them to your library, or you can generate custom ones, as you see there, using the ML model. You can also create a program, so if you want to schedule like a whole month of workouts, you can create a program to do that. And this is our schedule page. Here you can drag and drop your workouts on specific days when you want to lift them. You can also see your history of like your nutrition goals of each day with the little food icon there. And then, yeah, you can finish your workouts and all that. And you can auto schedule like a program you have already, so starting that day, or you can select the day that you want and schedule it from that day on for like a 28-day period. Or use the ML model and use a generated split. And then here's our food page. Here you can search food using the USDA database and log it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack. We also have recipes where you can create, if you have a consistent recipe that you always eat. So I have chicken Alfredo up there, where you can add the ingredients for that recipe and then log them for whichever meal you choose. We also have a meal plan page, so if you eat multiple different items, such as like a banana, oatmeal, or protein shake every day after a workout, you can create that meal plan and log that for one meal. And then our nutrition goals tab, you can auto calculate your total daily energy expenditure, and that's based on the user's height, weight, gender, and activity level. And then here's our social page. So here you can see we've shared a couple workouts and recipes, and so you can add your friends and share all your stuff with them. We also have like an alpha version of our leaderboards, which is our ranks tab, and that we plan on integrating it so users can like compare, their lifts and everything.
As for our next steps, we would consider using SVD factorization for our matrix model, which if you have any questions about it, you guys call me. We would like more access to an exercise API to give the model more exercises to go off of. As for lessons learned other than teamwork, shouldn't use JavaScript as a model language, and we'd rather use AWS instead of Supabase for our database, just for better accessibility and professionality. I'd like to give a special thanks to our advisors, Josh Little, Danny Radosevich, and Brandon Galvis. Special thanks to the University of Wyoming for our education, and thank you, Henry Bauer, for the funding for our project. Now we're ready for questions.
And there's a QR code there if anybody of you wants to try the app.
Noah?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, for the SVD factorization model, would there be any ways to limit maybe bad data from like inexperienced users that are trying to get into working out but don't fully understand all of it from working its way into the model?
Yeah, so pretty much when you do the experience level, it automatically puts you in that category. And so our database model, or our whole database, we have like, I think each exercise has like 10 different things. And so it'll say like, okay, this can be used for an experienced lifter or person that's considering the experience category. but also like if you're just beginning, it also categorizes those exercises. And so with the SVD, based off your profiles, like let's say you have very similar profiles to someone else, but they're beginner and you're expert, it will automatically just take that format but put in similar exercises but in those categories, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rashida,
Can you elaborate more on why you switched to AWS?
why we would switch to AWS?
So I think AWS is just more professional. I know Supabase kind of adds in a layer of abstraction, so you don't get like direct access to things like RDS or Lambda, which you might have wanted to use. I think that would have been a good learning experience.
As the account ages, is it able to traverse from beginner, intermediate to expert?
Anything can be changed in the user's profile.
So they have to do it manually?
Yes.
Yeah, all of the exercises and then the features, so the questionnaire, even though you start off with it in the beginning when you first log in or sign up, it's always available to you in your profile, which gives our app the customizability that we didn't feel was in other applications. Michael?
The classifier. I was kind of curious, is it like, does it classify workout by workout, or is it like a two-tier kind of thing where it's like, okay, you're looking for a push day and you're looking for this kind of workout beneath that?
So the classifier is a 7-step tree. So you first start off with the fitness profile, and then so it'll go off like what your experience level is, and then it'll go off how often you want to work out, and then after that it'll take like your primary goals. So like let's say I think one of our options is muscle endurance. So it'll pull from those split templates that we have of muscle endurance, and then based off what Josh gave us, like he gave us a 3, 4, 5, 6 day split template. So it'll take from that and then the equipment that you have access to, and then it'll personalize that. But you also have the option to like exercises. So if you really like one, it'll know for future reference, like, hey, let's put this in here.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Back to the user profile, you have access to the quiz again, so you could like have a beginner workout set for 3 months and then be like, okay, let me retake the quiz because I do want more advanced.
Yeah, so you have that customizable feature, and because we have in there a generate and a create your own workout, you have the ability to set what you like. So if you feel like you've advanced within that exercise and you want something else, you can customize your own, whether it's a program or it is just that workout in general. You can up that to what you feel is comfortable, or you can change that customizability in the profile to give yourself that generated workout that we work with the ML model to kind of give you that overall view.
I figure you guys are storing user credentials. Are you protecting those?
Yeah, so we use Supabase kind of for that reason because it's kind of like plug and play. They handle all the features.
Okay, and are you purging stale users?
We haven't been, not right now, no.
Is there any way to test it without creating a full account? Do you have like a demo account people can use?
You can definitely delete your account right after you create it.
We did have it where you didn't have to verify your email or anything originally, and we can turn that on and off. So if we turn that off, you can just log in and you won't have to verify anything.
Lots of questions. We've got time for maybe 2 more questions.
Yeah, just a quick question as I add on to Michael's question. Is the model independent of difficulty rating? So like, if you like or dislike a current exercise, will the next one, does it take into account difficulty at all?
Yeah, so like I said, our database, like there's different categories. So like, I'm gonna just use this as an example. Like let's say you do a bat squat and you say that you really don't like that. It'll pull in, like, because I think bat squat was rated, I think 2 or 3 on the difficulty scale. So find other exercises that have that muscle, it like uses the muscle group, the type of lifted or that type of movement you're doing. It takes, I think, 4 or 5 different things into factor in order to replace it with the difficulty.
Okay.
unfortunately out of time. My apologies. All right, thank you guys.